Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 317. Out on the road again, this time even farther, all the way up to Bangor, Maine, from the New York City area. It's about a 7.5, 8-hour drive. So of course, spending a lot of time in the car. Fortunately, couldn't get a flight or a train up there. Anyway, sitting in the car and kind of recollecting how we can improve our posture while in the car. We did some postural resets last week when again I was driving. This week what we're going to talk about is the importance of mobilizing our posterior area of the bottom portion of our leg. So that's the calf and the ankle area. And the reason being is because, let me set this down right here for you. Got some dog walkers in the back. But the importance of it is because when we sit into a car, we're always going to be in a position where our leg, the posterior area of our leg, right, our calf and our ankle, our calf is always going to be short because our ankle is always pointed because of the way that the seats are set, right? Especially if we're using our right foot, gas pedal wise, right? At least when we're in the desk or the office situation, we can at least get ourselves to somewhat of a neutral position, to where our ankles are somewhere in a neutral position. It doesn't happen in a car. So when traveling often or in traveling long distances, what we have to do is we really have to make sure we go ahead and we can find simple ways to lengthen our posterior chain of our calf and ankle area, right? So this is a great simple way just to mobilize ankle, calf all in one shot, right? We're just gonna drive our heel into the ground, our butt stays parallel, so we're gonna squeeze our glute. We're just gonna bring our chest close to whatever that object is that we bring it there, okay? Works both ways on each side, right? So we're just gonna drive our heel down towards the corner of that post and pry ourselves up. What we don't wanna do is bring ourselves up like this, where our butt sticks out backwards, okay? Because then we never really get any stretch onto the calf, right? Now, when we keep our legs straight, we're gonna get the gastroc, which is one of the muscles in the calf. What we want to also be able to do is bend our legs so we can isolate the soleus, and that's a different one. So we're gonna go ahead and do that same thing for you guys to see. Go ahead and do our same thing, except this time instead of keeping our legs straight, we're just gonna bend it. Now we're gonna drive our knee towards the pole itself, right? So there's two ways in which we're going to mobilize that posterior chain or that calf and gastroc area. We're going to mobilize it with a straight leg here. We're going to mobilize it with a bent leg here. One time with the leg being straight, what we do is we squeeze our buttock, we pull our chest towards the pole, right? That's getting the straight leg. Other way, we're going to bend our knee and we're going to drive our knee towards the pole, right? Our butt kind of hangs out back. It's two different tissues, yet is a way to mobilize both the sides of our posterior chain or both the sides of the gastroc area. Why is this important? Again, when we're sitting in a car, especially, our toes are always going to be pointed. We get what's called plantar flexion, right? Or where our toes are pointed down. Sitting like that for long periods of time, 6, 7, 8 hours, is definitely going to shorten up that posterior portion of the calf and ankle, and it's something that we really need to take care of. Of course, if you guys haven't seen the stuff I did last week, long distance traveling, postural resets, all still important things, but today what we're focusing on is just that posterior region. Guys, until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.